There we
Okay. So welcome everyone. Um, this is what, Wednesday? I'm forgetting the days. It's like once a month. I forget when I have my Zooms on Thursday with my team. So I'm so glad everybody came out and welcome back to Casey and Shannon from their amazing Greece trip that they've earned. And to Tony too, because she went away. I was the one here taking care of all the things. um, but welcome back, and maybe you guys can share some of your takeaways um, that you had from the ship, from the trip, not the ship, the trip, because yous were all over the place.
Yeah, we were everywhere. Um,
Mm.
you have something to start with, Shannon? I don't
Oh
want
yeah. Well tonight I wanted to talk. I wanted to start off with talking about like being stuck. Okay, um, unmotivated. So put in the chats or raise your hands, like, are you feeling stuck in your business right now, maybe unmotivated, right? um I just want to tell you that you're not alone. You're not alone. Some of our top leaders, um they have those seasons too where they're stuck, and we are in our June months. However, my June months, my J months are usually good for me. So it's really on, how you're working your business. But a lot of us do feel stuck and unmotivated, right? But we have to remember that stuck is just a place that we visit. It's not a place where we live. Okay? Keep that in mind. And sometimes, um, reasons that we get stuck are maybe a lack of clarity, like you don't know what you're going to do next, right? Or maybe the comparison trap, where you're looking off to the side, but you ain't looking ahead, right? Maybe overthinking things, like you're waiting for the perfect time to start something instead of just doing it messy, right? So you have to think, what can you do to get yourself unstuck? Like if you were talking to somebody else, what would you tell them if they came to you and said, I'm stuck? you know what can you do? Can you guys name some things that you can do, that can maybe get you unstuck, right? Maybe give samples out. Get You guys, don't think that if you hand out samples, you have to get people's return information. If you cannot get the return information, that's okay. Still get those samples out. All right. Check in with people. Maybe go live. Maybe show a product that, you know, a product that you love, why you love it, right? You don't even have to go live if you don't want to. Maybe just, make a post, maybe do a video, okay? Maybe do some follow-ups. But you have to, if you're feeling stuck, maybe, try to do some of these things during the week. Is there any other things that you guys can add when you're stuck? What, you know, Casey, Shannon, when you're stuck, what can you do when you're stuck?
I find if I find new people to talk to about Scentsy too, it gets me going again. So like if I'm out and about, like I have lots of ball games and sports events to go to, so I'm around moms and everything. So I'm always have Scentsy on me some way, somehow, or whatever. And so it always brings up something, or um, it brings it up in the conversation, or just finding new people. And with the sports, like there's always stinky clothes, stinky stuff. So,
Mm, yeah.
so you can always talk about, different ways to help with that, and soccer cleats, and putting scent backpacks in the cleats and using Scentsy fresh and everything like that. So if I can find a new person to talk Scentsy to, that brings my
Yeah.
energy back up again. Like just like
Right.
getting a new consultant, it like brings it all fresh and everything. So finding somebody new to talk Scentsy about. Not that I don't
Yeah.
love talking Scentsy with you guys, but
Yeah. And you know, another thing is it's important to celebrate like small wins, right? That will get you unstuck. If you do something, if you make goals for your week, let's say you want to do some follow-ups and you do one follow-up, that's a win. Celebrate that win, right? If I organize my desk right here, which is absolutely crazy, I'm going to celebrate. That makes me feel great. That actually,
Yes.
you know, makes me think better and want to do more because my desk is all cleared, right? Organizing maybe your testers or um, like I have stuff all over my office here, boxes everywhere. Organize them. That's a small win, right? You feel good about it. So make goals. If you reach out and you do a follow up, right? You
something
did one
small
follow
too.
up.
I like getting
That's a
confetti on
win,
the work. I like getting confetti on the workstation. So I
right?
never, I my goals are small. Like they start out small. So I get confetti multiple times a month because I make small
Hmm.
goals. Because I like
Yep.
opening it up and it being like, yeah, look at this.
Yay.
So you don't have to put like a huge
Me
goal
too.
of 250 or 500. I always start out at very small. So that way
Yeah.
it gets me going.
Yeah, you don't have, instead of telling yourself, "Oh, I have to get that 500."
Hmm.
Tell yourself, "Oh, I want to do one conversation this week. I want to
Hmm.
do 3 follow-ups this week." Whoops, hold on. My husband's calling. Let me Um, but hold on a minute. Um, sorry guys, Rich was just calling in.
Answer
Um,
your
That's okay. You
husband.
can message him real quick because I was gonna feed off um what Casey was saying about meeting new customers. And I'm in a different season of life. So I work from home. I'm at home 24/7 almost. I am, and other than when I go to Raleigh for work and I don't really get out and see a whole lot of new people. So what I do is when I am out on the weekends or doing things, my kids aren't in sports anymore. My kids aren't in school anymore. I have scent circles on me. And if I come in contact with somebody and I'm always branded. I've always got a Scentsy shirt on or something I've got on me, my bag, Scentsy, something. If someone mentions that and starts a conversation with that, I was like, you know what? I got something for you. And I give them a scent circle. And in that scent circle, I have folded up a product list and shoved it like up underneath the scent circle. And that product list has my QR code on it. It has my name on it. It has my website on it. That scent circle, it also has my that same sticker, my QR code, my name, my address, even though they're going to open that circle up real quick and put it in there on their mirror and probably throw away the thing, but they've got that flyer that's showing them all the warmers, all the scents, showing them all the things. It still has my information on it too. So when I come in contact with new people, or I'm like, you know what, you just made my day. I got something for you, because you never know. You always keep that on you. And I use my free from my parties that I have, all my free product, I use that to get my scent circles. So I'm not telling you go out there and spend 40, $50 on cents. You can have them on hand. No, no, no. You open up you a Facebook party, you share that link, you place your local orders through that link, and then when you're ready to close it out, get you a couple 6 packs bundles of those scent circles and put those for you to hand out to meet new customers. And when you do find these new customers, try to get them on your Facebook page, or however you like to connect with them, whether it be Facebook, whether it be sending out customer emails weekly, whether you want to text them weekly, try to connect and put their information in whatever works for you to stay connected with them.
Yes. I also want to say real quick off of what Sharon said, it's okay if you can't get their follow-up information. Just get your name out there, get your face out there, get the sense. They're going to
yeah,
a lot of times find you if they're local. And if not, you know, when I just went on a trip and I just wanted to show these real quick. This is what I did. I took a bunch of my wax that I had gotten for free. I put this sticker on it. Has, you found me, post to Facebook, it's got mine. I stuck it in bathrooms everywhere I stopped, gas stations, in the bathroom, everywhere I stopped. I did have, I don't know what that was. I did have one person posted they had found it, but I had probably 10 new people join my VIP group while I was off on vacation. So that was easy connections while I stopped to pee. It took me 30 minutes probably to stick some stickers on the wax, print them
Mm-hmm.
out.
So
It
where did
was
you place them in the
very cost
bathroom? Where did
effective.
you place them at?
I usually set them like on top of the dryers or near the, not near the sink, but if they had like a dryer or if they had maybe a diaper changing area. Um, in some of the rest stops, it was really cool when you walked in. So I like to slide them down where the maps and stuff are, stuff like that. But I stuck them all over the place. But I made sure it was cool in there before I left. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave some cleaning lady a puddle of wax to clean up. But I got a lot of followers and stuff. So who knows where it will go? It
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
never lead to nothing, but
And what we say, the work you put in and the consistency in the summertime, it's going to pay off in the fall.
Yes.
We feel like we're stuck. We feel like we're slow this summer, but people aren't in their house. People are out enjoying the beach, enjoying the pool. They're taking family vacations. Their kids are out of school, so they've got extra meals or extra mouths to feed during the day,
Mm.
and they've got extra expenses in the summertime that they normally don't have in the fall. So they're
yes.
they're budgeting their money a little bit wiser, but all that following up and all that sharing and posting and meeting and connecting with people that you're doing now, it's going to boom come the fall.
Right. They're planting the seeds now to bloom for the fall. The opposite. You bloom in the summer, but we're going to bloom for the fall. But you got to plant those seeds now. People are watching. People are watching. Remember that. And guys, you don't necessarily have to give a wax sample out. People need other products right now. They need cleaning all the time, all year round, right? They need laundry products all year round. Make little samples, just maybe some little washer lifts, maybe a little sample of some counter clean. Find ways to make samples of that and get those under their
Are you
noses.
talking to somebody?
Who? Oh, somebody.
What I just did recently was my youngest son is a counselor or the archery person at Victory Junction for the summer, and he come home and said, "Oh, I need laundry detergent." I was like, I got you." I went out to the camper and got him. I had a box of the suds, and I said, "Here, you only have to use a half a one if it or a whole one." I said, "But you can share it to get it out." Because
Yes.
most of the kids he's working with are of age that need to get the stuff. So I was
And
like,
that's perfect for them. That's
yeah.
And
perfect.
Scentsy Suds is cheap,
So
like for younger kids. Like they're cheap and it's easy to use. They don't have to worry about how many pumps. They just throw
right.
a sheet in
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yes.
exactly what I told him. I said, you do a half a sheet, or but if your clothes are really bad, throw a whole sheet in. So he's like, oh, okay. And there was another kid here with him, and he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, he goes, well, I usually go get Tide or whatever. I said, well, this is easier than Tide.
And,
So,
and smells
Um,
better.
Better.
I saw too where we can use another advertising point for that. The Cincy Suds, I'm glad you said that because I saw where people took them on the cruise and were washing their clothes out in the sink using the Cincy Suds. And I was like, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
I was like, those would
And
be
you needed
great for
it.
a
And
camp.
you needed it.
Yes, I needed it because my husband did not listen to me when he packed, and he did not pack anything except the new stuff. I had all his stuff, so he packed the night before.
Oh no.
So, which was a new pack of underwear and some shirts and some shorts. And we got there, and I'm like, you need two outfits every day. Why do I need two outfits every day? Well, because you're going to be out hot and sweaty walking around, and then we're going to go eat supper, and he's like, so he was washing his stuff by hand with his body wash in the sink. So I was like,
We
that's
all
your
need
own
to
fault.
take suds to SFR, and we need
Exactly.
to like video that or something like,
Yeah.
look what we did.
But I
Yeah.
was just leading into that. I messaged Shannon and them today. I was thinking about like I did the cruise with me mystery boxes. So even if you don't haven't earned an incentive, or if you're not going on vacation or whatever, you know somebody who's going on vacation. So I'm doing travel. I decided to do travel boxes after the cruise with me boxes. I'm gonna let them pick the products. I'm gonna let them pick, so I'm getting conversations started. Even if they don't decide not to buy anything, you've started that conversation, like where are you going on vacation? Who's going with you? Where you're going? What are you doing? And so Scentsy Suds is another thing we could add to that kit. So I found some little cheap, which I think they're really cute. The little, um, they're coolers. Like I Google or on Amazon, I looked up 6-pack coolers is what I looked up, and it ends up, I think it's a lunchbox. But there, you get 4 of them for like $14, I think it was, or $13.
Yeah, it makes it like $3.50 a piece.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna
I
map it out. I'm gonna be your financial advisor and tell you if it's a good deal or not.
so I wanted them big enough
Yes, she
though.
is. Yes,
Yeah,
she is.
I
Well,
wanted
I
them
need
big
you to give
enough
me a
though in
good,
case
I need you
they.
to be my financial advisor on plane tickets to Germany.
She will.
Oh no,
She will.
hey, I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
Well, I'm gonna go to I have exciting news. I'm holding it back, but we got told on Father's Day that we're gonna be grandparents.
Okay.
Oh,
So
So exciting.
congratulations.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
and
Yay.
they'll be in Germany. The baby's due in February. So
Wow, that's
Yep.
exciting.
Ah,
So you won't be traveling
Congratulations to
until
you and
February?
Brian.
well, we're gonna see him I'm actually taking a week off the first week of August because they'll be here before they leave for Germany.
Germany.
So I'm can't go to SFR because it's like the second week of school, but the third week of school, I said I'm going to see my kid. I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because they're
That's
leaving
exciting.
Yes, that's
September
awesome.
21st for
Well, make
Germany.
sure you take your Scentsy Suds to Germany with you.
Well,
Yes.
I was at a conference with my husband in Vegas and I gave out 2 business cards to 2 men that are from England. So
That's a
Hey, there you go.
win. That's a win.
and I'm like, okay. Because
Hey, you never
Sharon,
know
you
when it might
got
come back
on me
around.
while I was in Vegas and said, "What am I doing?" And I said, "Nothing."
What do you mean you're doing nothing? I don't want to hear that.
And I ended up handing out two business cards, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, well, so we
Well,
decided to
and
Speaking
throw
of
some
Tony
business
ha
tourism
Tony
cards,
has
plugs
a
in too.
story. So she met somebody last year at SFR, since we had the everybody, the um foreign countries were here too last year. She has a story that paid off for her just meeting another consultant from another country.
yes, she was from Scotland, and we just hit it off. We were standing in line at Universal waiting to get a drink, and she was just the coolest. And we talked and talked and talked and just hit it off. And we have randomly messaged, commented on Facebook posts, whatnot, but it hadn't been super, super close, just random how you doing messages. And out of the blue, she was like, I knew there was a reason we met at SFR. She said, one of my very best customers who is in Singapore right now, or just left Singapore, just moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, and she needs a Scentsy consultant. And she's mad about Scentsy. And all of her Scentsy warmers are the wrong plugs, and this, that, and the other. And she says, so I hooked her up with you. And she's good, like, she's been a really good customer. So you just
That's
never know.
great.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I have a
So
customer in Guam.
there you go. That's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
So
Yeah.
do they use the same plugs as we do?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they must, because she orders all the time. She got a club subscription with me, so
It's awesome.
I think they do. Yeah. So, yep.
That's awesome.
But so guys, when you're feeling stuck, try to remember your why. Why you started, why you stay, right? Maybe it was for the income, maybe it was for the community, maybe it was for purpose, right? Like me, purpose, self-worth. right? And maybe stick that somewhere. Write it
Mine
down,
is to have adult conversations.
huh?
Adult conversations.
Yes.
I'm
Write
going
it
to school
down,
all day.
stick it on your mirror, stick it on your refrigerator.
Grace,
When you're
what are you
feeling
doing?
stuck, just remember your why. Go back to that. Remember your why. And remember to set not massive goals, but to set small goals right now. And just small wins like we were saying. And don't get caught in the comparison trap. Don't get caught in don't not give out samples because you are afraid to ask for return information. Still get those products out there under people's noses. Let people borrow bags, just so they can just try it before they buy it products, right? Get your product out there now. Get people familiarized with Scentsy. Make the connections now, even if you're not doing the big sales, don't worry about it. Make those connections now, because guys, I tell you, we are about to hit our busiest, craziest season ever. Come September, we are going to be cranking, and
Well,
you want to
and
set yourself.
there's
Go
so
ahead.
many new Orville's got a bunch up his sleeve, and they are keeping it close to their heart. So
Do tell, guys.
well, we don't have details, but they are talking like he has some really cool new innovative scent systems that he's got up his sleeve. Like we got a small sample of it, and I was looking to see where I have mine. I think mine are out in my car because I had took them to work. Do you have yours, Shannon, close to you? So they're creating new testers, which are
I don't even
amazing.
know where mine are.
That's exciting. That's
So
exciting.
they look like the little perfume bottles.
I was gonna say they look like perfume bottles in your pictures.
We all thought they were perfume bottles. We all got them out and we're all like, what?
What are the weight on those? Do you know?
Very light.
They're very
Oh,
light, but like and they've got the beads in them, right? Is that what they've got in them?
it doesn't make any noise, so I don't know.
I thought they said it had the
It's
beads in
like
them.
fragrance shoved into a little tube.
And
I
it's
thought it
Oh,
was
got
cool.
perfume when she had it on the picture that she was
That's
Me
showing.
what it
too.
looks
I was
That's
like.
so
that's what they
excited.
look like. They look like those roll-on perfume things or the little sprayers, but it's just got holes in the top of it that you can smell.
So that's
And
going to
I'm so
replace the
super excited.
wax?
Um,
That's what
the the wax testers,
Testers, yeah.
yeah.
not the thing.
Oh,
That way you can carry them and they're not gonna melt. Yes.
And
that
you
will
don't
be
have to,
so much
that,
better.
that's
Hmm.
going to be
Right.
so much easier to carry.
I'm
And
not going to want to lend them out though. No.
I know. I know. I know.
That's what they're thinking. I think they gave everybody, that to get our opinions on what we thought about it.
Oh,
But
I
they're not
kept
saying
smelling
anything. They're saying
that
they
there's
new
gave,
a
one.
lot of new
she had
products
two, she
coming,
had
but
two.
Yeah, we
Was
they're
it?
had two.
not.
They gave us Providence Lavender and then they gave us a new scent that's called Black Noir. Um,
Noir, black
hmm
noir, yeah, Noir, yeah.
uh-huh. And
I
it's
saw
a
that.
very
That's why
manual.
I thought of perfume as well, or like
Yeah,
cologne.
yeah,
I
me
was
And
like,
too.
it smells
ooh,
like
we're getting
cologne.
a
That
men's
black
one.
smells good.
Hmm.
It smells like
It's a
cologne.
very manly scent. I'm like, that's my kind of jam. I was like, that would smell really good. Hmm.
Yes.
But we don't
So
know when, they probably not coming out until after SFR, I bet.
I would say that they
Yeah.
will probably be coming with maybe with fall kits or maybe with spring kits. I would say I don't know. They may already have fall kits made up since they're two years in advance, which it still just blows my mind that they've already got our
It does
catalogs
me too.
done for 2 years in advance. I'm like, how do you
Yeah.
know? How do you
Wow.
know what's going to be trending in 2 years? How do you
Right.
know that? Like,
Maybe they don't have them
Yeah.
all made. They probably have it laid out
Wow.
I'm
yeah.
so they
super
can go in and do
excited.
changes.
Oh,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have pretty much of it pretty much yeah, it's pretty much done from what I talked to them in leadership that they at least the whole for year, like all of next year's is already done. Like
Hmm.
ordering's done, bids are put in, everything. So they like
But like you said,
this
how do
year
they know?
this year. They have experts. They have experts that know that do nothing
Yeah.
but like all the statistics and all that stuff. It's really neat. They do. Right now is a time to go off of if you're feeling stuck and people don't want to do because people are saving money right now. People are traveling. Like I said, your orders may not be huge that you're getting, but like doing the little travel kits, like they made us like I have one girl every year they go to Disney and she wants scent packs because she loves to put scent packs in their luggage or whatever. She used to buy a 6 pack of them or a 3 pack of them before they would go all the time. So I'm even though they're small, these are still going to be the people that'll come to you in the fall, like Shannon said. So, um, stay in contact with them. You know, you can make those travel kits, is what I'm calling them, Scentsy travel kits, in any price range. Like if all they want is a counter cleaner or swipes or whatever, you can put them down in there and put a rag in there or put whatever they want. Room spray, scent circle. Don't ever think that, you know, the orders are going to be too small. So and it seems to be like once you get a few people ordering them, then you're going to get more of those orders, and those little orders add up after time. So and you may have stuff, you may still have some car bars. You can throw car bars in there if you still have some car bars that you've gotten or anything like that. Because I still have people looking for car bars and stuff. But
Yep.
and start booking parties for this fall. I mean, lots and lots of people like fall stuff more than they do spring stuff. One thing I haven't heard a lot of though this year, I think they've really upped their game in their summer scents, is I'm not getting a lot of I can't smell this scent. You know, like last year and the year before, everybody was like, well, I can't smell it. Which summer scents are not strong? They're not strong like the spices and the cinnamon and everything. But I'm not hearing that near as much as like last year and the year before. People were like, oh, this summer scents don't last as much. So I really feel like they listen to us and they've like really upped their game because I feel like they're pretty strong. A lot of these that we have. That Keep On Blooming was really strong and it stayed. This new Lilo and Stitch one is really strong and it's I've had it in here for 3 days and it's going strong, really strong. So
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
if you have a customer that you know loves a product or wants a new warmer or something, but just can't afford it this month or next month due to extra expenses, you know, with kids being out of school, I offer to have them a party, and you can do that in any way that you're comfortable with doing it. If you want to go into their home and let them invite people over, if you're comfortable with having your home, be like, hey, I'll host your party in my house if you can guarantee that you'll bring at least 5 people, or you know, give them an expectation of how many friends they need to bring. If you don't want to do in-home parties at all, you could do it on Facebook, or you can say, hey, here's my scent testers. Please do not leave them in your car because it's going to melt everywhere with it being 102 degrees outside. But be like, here's my scent testers. Here's a couple catalogs. Here's some order forms. If you collect $250 in orders, then you'll be able to get $25 off that warmer that you want, or that warmer for half off, you know, that kind of thing. So offer them shopping links and
and I
stuff
say in
to
the
get their.
summer, people want quick. They want quick and
Mm-hmm.
easy and simple. So scroll parties are really good. Something that you can send one thing to some person and they have all the links and everything and that way because I'm bad about it. Like I've been getting invited to Pampered Chef parties left and right here lately and I'm like, "Oh yeah." And I forget I'm in them because with the way stupid Facebook's algorithm is, I'm not even seeing half of the posts that come in even though I went in and changed my thing so I see all the posts. I'm supposed to be able to see all the posts, but I'm not unless she's tagging everybody, then I'm seeing them. So I've found that I think messenger parties or scroll parties, something that they can do in one day, is working a lot better for me in the summertime when people are wanting something quick and easy. They want to do it, but they don't have time, which I get it. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have time to
I'm
do it.
reaching out the last few days of the month to people and asking them to host like a sip and sniff type of a deal. Me with a few of your friends in July. And if I can get enough of them to do it, then I will order the Bring Back My Bars and I will take the Bring Back My Bars. And that's what we're going to sniff is the Bring Back My Bars. I mean, I'll probably have my others too, but you know, that's what I'm going to focus on. But if I can't get the interest in it, I'm not going to invest in them because I tried all these other things and they just didn't work for me. And
And it's expensive. It's an expensive investment. 100 and what, 25, $26. You know, it's kind of
127, I think.
pricey
but I'm going
investment.
to try to use it to book me some parties. Like, I'm going to get the
Exactly.
excitement, like, oh, it's excited. Bring a few friends. Let's meet at the coffee shop. We'll have a coffee. We'll sniff some scents. And if nothing else, I'm going to make connections. And
Yeah.
then it would be worth it. But
Totally agree.
that's just something that I'm going to reach out and try the next few days and just to see what happens. If I get a bunch of parties booked, ooh, okay, we're going to order it.
And you
Yeah.
I
could
want to
do
see what
that. You
happens
can
this
meet up
weekend
at
my
restaurants,
show.
Mexican
Mhm.
restaurants or something.
Margaritas, whatever. Let's meet and have whatever. After work, let's go have a drink. Let's
Yeah,
go have a coffee.
ask
Let's
your
go have some dinner.
yep, ask your best customers. Be like, hey, would you like to get together at a restaurant one weekend or one night? I'll bring my scent testers, my catalogs. You bring 2 or 3 friends,
Hmm.
and
Yep,
y'all have
we'll
a
just
girls'
have a
night.
nice dinner. Yep.
Yep. I do that. I meet people at Dunkin' Donuts. I meet people at Starbucks, and we just sit and I whip out the testers, and you just, it's a sip and sniff. And you'd be surprised how many other people are just interested in coming over and
Way to
saying,
go.
"Is that lip gloss or what is that?"
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Everybody thinks
They're
it's lip
really gonna
gloss.
think it's lip gloss or whatever when we get those
Yeah,
new
yeah,
testers. They're gonna be like,
yeah.
The
We're
other
And
gonna
time
I'm
have to
just
testers
like,
see them
that
"That's
I'm not
now.
okay."
that sounds great because I don't carry testers around with me now because
they'll
there's
melt.
milk.
They'll
Yeah.
melt.
I
Well,
mean,
I can tell you that you can take your testers with you. I've done it so many times. I've even taken them with me to the beach. If you put them in a little cooler,
Mhm.
well,
just
that's
a
what we do with my
lip
wax.
cooler.
That's what we'll
Yeah.
do with the wax bars when this weekend Brian
Yeah.
will have the big cooler and he'll put ice in there and put my wax bars
Right.
in there, and we have a sign on the
Mm-hmm.
cooler that says wax bars in cooler.
Yes, that's right. And you have a sign on that says wax bars. That's right. So I just use a small little cooler because my testers go in there.
Hmm.
And so if I go anywhere, at least I have my mobile office, and I could still have my testers in my mobile office in my cooler.
Yep.
It's just a
Those
cloth cooler.
Scentsy, those Scentsy ice packs that comes with all of our orders
Oh
now.
yeah.
I save all of those because those are amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can
That's
I
get
what
have
I
those
some
put
here
little.
too.
in my
There's
For,
some
coolers
new
to
ones.
carry these.
Yeah.
yeah, and if you're doing an event that's outside, the blow up trays that for like picnics that you can put ice in to put cool bowls in, those work, and put those cool packs in there so they're not melting, and you can lay your bars on top of them or your
That's a
testers or
good
whatever
idea.
you want to do.
Yeah.
That's a good
And they're
idea.
mhm, those work well. I've
Yeah.
used those before. And Amy, if you need excitement, you can always message any of us.
Yeah.
We're not really that exciting, but we'll give a good go. We'll get you pumped up.
Don't be
Yep.
afraid to reach out to teammates, guys, or other consultants, because we all are in the same boat here. When you're not alone, we all go through this, and we need to rely on each other. I mean, there's so many times where I'm just burnt out, and Shannon Warmel will be like, "Girl, just go to the beach today. Go take a walk, go do something." And you have to. Don't be afraid to give yourself rest. You know what I'm saying? Take 24 hours if you need to, if you're burnt out, and go do something for you. But don't quit. Don't take too long. You have to get back into it and dive back in. But you do have to take time out for yourself. I'll be the first to tell you, you really do.
No,
Every time I
not you, Sharon.
every time I hear you say that, Sharon, it makes me think of my first SFR with Amy Purdy, our guest speaker, and how she
Oh,
said that one person always kept telling her, "You never quit on a bad day.
that's right.
Never
That's
quit
right.
on a bad day. So
Yeah.
you wait until it's a good day, and then you won't want to quit because it's a good
Right.
day.
Right.
So never
Yep.
quit on a bad day." So,
But please reach out to someone else, and be there for someone um also that is going through the same thing. Be there for them, and how can you help them? That's what we do. We are all here to help each other, fix each other's crowns, cheer each other on, uplift each other, right?
and
So
it
we're
doesn't
all
have to
here for
be
each other.
Cincy. If you just need,
Right.
if you have something that's going on that's in your life, we're not just all Cincy. We all have lives, we
Right.
all have things going
Yeah.
on, and I mean, we're struggling. And I think that was probably my biggest takeaway and why leadership was so good this year because I got to sit down elbow to elbow with so many Scentsy SSDs that were just like they were just Colette, the one that invented Scentsy. She was the first one at the table, and she had her notebook, and she's like, "What are you guys all doing?" You know, and I'm like, "You freaking invented Scentsy. Why aren't you telling me what I need to be doing?" You know? And I was like, but she's like everything that she does, and she talking about somebody was talking about open houses or having people come to their houses. She said every catalog season she does 2 or 3 open houses at her house and has all the new products and stuff like that so people can come in and can come and go and doesn't do like a party, but she sets a time frame. That way
Mhm.
people can stop in and go and come and go. And she does hors d'oeuvres and has things set up and they can just wander and come in and talk. And she's like, it's a great way to reconnect with people that you haven't seen for a while because they can drive by and see your sign and then they know and you know they can just be like, oh, I didn't know. It's kind of like a yard sale. You know how many times have you been driving down the road and you're like, oh, yard sale, I see something I might want. So you turn around
Yeah,
and you go back, you know, have your thing out
yeah,
there, open house, and
yeah,
people will be like, oh,
What,
yeah, I forgot she
what,
sold Scentsy. So I'm going to go
right,
back and see what she's got.
yeah.
how does she know what to have though with the catalogs? I mean,
She does,
what do
I
you,
mean, you don't. It's just, you just have product. I mean,
Mhm.
anything. They don't care. Like, I think the more
She
that
may wait until after the catalog's launch because
well, the
because
month
before,
the month
like
before you can
August,
buy the stuff. Yeah, you can buy,
yeah,
when we start buying our kits, I think she gets the 10 bar kit and she gets the warmers and all that you can buy
Mhm.
if you want.
yeah,
Hmm.
because in
Right.
August they'll come up and all the new warmers, or maybe not all of them, but like it
Right,
comes with like five
you're
or
gonna have the
six,
basics.
right?
I think there's almost like 8, isn't there?
Or
7
yeah,
or
it
8.
comes with right many warmers
Yeah,
that
you
are
get like
brand new.
3 or 4 mini warmers, then you get 3 or 4 of the big ones. I think this year was the first time I ever bought them. I mean, if you can't afford them, don't buy that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
because I don't buy the warmer kits.
you
I
don't have to have a lot of product to have an open house. I mean, you have your
Mm-mm.
website, you have your catalogs, it's more
Have the
about
new
making
scents.
connections. It's more
Hmm.
about making connections than it is about like actually having a whole bunch of product on hand. Um,
Mhm.
I'm I'm dying right now. I'm drowning in product because I didn't get to do the events that I normally do because my son's in travel ball. And so I am literally I would have done the same thing with Scentsy, like Tony did, because I have so many things I just need to get rid of. Like I
Hmm.
got for
Yep.
free and half off and whatever, and I'm like, here, come shop, please come shop all my stuff.
Just take
Roxanne
it
said,
away.
Roxanne said, I'm super excited because I have a customer who ordered 6 bars of a new scent she wanted, which was the moon orchid. That's great. That's great, Roxanne.
Yes.
That is exciting when you get somebody that does that. So now, now when you find other scents that she likes, like the moon orchid, the base, the notes that are in it, you can refer her now. Oh, I know she likes moon orchid, so now maybe she'll like this scent.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
look and see what's in it because like normally we have there's so many top, mid, and middle notes in a bar that there's
Yeah.
usually something in them. Like I love everything with sandalwood. Anything that has sandalwood in it, I
Me
love it.
too.
And
Yeah.
like vanilla, a lot of people like the vanilla or lemon or, spices or
Hmm.
sage, so you can recommend. Also, really good if she bought 6 Moon Orchid, I would definitely be talking club with her because
I was
it
about
will
to
be
talk
going
about that.
away. It's probably at the end of summer, so right now would
Yeah.
be a really good time to start talking club,
Yeah.
even if she only
Hmm.
wants
Absolutely.
1 or 2 bars. So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so any customer that has favorite bars that they absolutely love,
Mm-hmm.
they can have it shipped as often as they want, monthly, bi-monthly, or every 3 months. But they can put as much as they want to. They can have 1 bar or they can have 50 bars. But when they spend $30, they'll get a 10% discount on their
And it's
order.
only $8 shipping.
Yep, and it ships regularly. They choose the date that they want it to ship. They pick out their time, and then they pick out if they want it monthly, bi-monthly. And then if they end up spending $60, they'll get a half off item plus the 10% discount.
That's the
So,
only way to get a whiff box half price. So you can get your whiff box for 17.50.
yeah.
So
So
that's going to
Scentsy
be
Club,
$50, anywhere from $45 to $50 worth of products for $17.50. every month
Mm-hmm.
that you have. So
So Scentsy Club is really a great way to help get your PRV first in the first of the month.
it's fragrance at your convenience and it's consistent PRV for you. So it's PRV you don't have to think about that you have. So the
Oh, she
Right.
loves jasmine scents. Okay. And did have a jasmine, didn't we? Was that a fall?
no, it was
Oh,
Was it last
it wasn't
summer?
last year, it was the year,
Last,
was it last year or year before?
I don't know. I
yeah, I
remember we
can't
did
remember.
have a jasmine though.
So
But
she
yeah.
I
probably
don't know.
so you can look, it's in
Jasmine and
Luna.
Jade. It was called Jasmine and Jade. And that was before
Yes.
me. So
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
was the first year I
more
joined.
than 3 years ago because that was before me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
wow.
I didn't
the
smell it until it came in like a flash sale or something. I grabbed one and I was like, ooh.
yeah.
Then I
So
hated it, but
Luna has it in it. Amazon Rain has it in it. So yeah, you can just go and look through the notes. You can type in Jasmine and it'll bring up a lot of the bars. Wild Cherry and
hmm
Sakura has pink jasmine in it.
hmm
So
And in August, this is when our catalog is going to shift.
Mm-hmm.
So any of their summer or in August, we'll find out what scents are leaving. So if any of your customers' favorite scents are leaving, once we find out what scents are leaving, if they add it in the club, Scentsy will continue to make it for them as long as they keep it in club. So it may not be available on the website anymore, but in August, if they add it to their Scentsy Club before the catalog switches over, they'll always be able to get it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
can't see it. We still have the garden bundle, or what was it
What is
called?
that? Can
2025 garden bundle. So it has a lot of flower fragrances. It's the one that has honeysuckle, hydrangea, bouquet, and serene succulent. So those are all very similar type scents. The honeysuckle has jasmine petals in it. The hydrangea has the freesia, which is similar. And then the serene succulent also has bergamot and the green succulents in it. So those are all very similar. That would be a really good bundle for her to try.
Mm-hmm.
and you can either get
And
the
you can,
bundle or order them separately, right? That one can.
I don't know if you can or not. Let me
Oh,
look.
that one might
I was
that
thinking
garden.
that one was the Epcot one, so I don't think you could order it
Oh, it
separate.
might not be.
My nail tech.
Honey.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Yeah. Yep. Nope.
hmm
It's just the bundle, but it's the still 3 for 17, so they're still saving $1 on those. Nail talk.
Yeah, and
Nail techs are good too. Beauty shops and nail techs are good to take flowers into and let them if they'll let you leave your flower and cards. So I would get some
Yes.
Luna flowers because she likes jasmine and put
Mm-hmm.
a Luna flower in there with some of your cards in
hmm
there.
That's
yeah.
a great
She'll
idea. That's
fall
a
in
great
love with
idea.
that
Yeah.
Luna.
Yeah, she will fall in love with Luna. Luna's a
Yeah,
good.
Luna is extremely popular. Extremely popular. That's
hmm
a very uh everybody. I feel like a lot of people love that scent.
Yeah, I went
hmm
back
And the
to
other
get my
one's black
haircut.
raspberry vanilla.
Yes, that
Yeah,
one's very popular too.
I went
So
back to get
hopefully
my
they never,
haircut right
if they
before
know
our
they're
cruise.
popular, they shouldn't take them away.
No. And so as soon as I walked in, they were asking if I was leaving. I'm like, no, I'm here to get ready to leave. And so their flower had run out, and of course I didn't have anything with me because I gave them my last flower in my mobile office last time, and they're like, we need to get another flower, and I'm like, I was like, I don't have one, so that just reminded me I need to drop off another flower to them.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pay off one of these days. I haven't got any orders yet, but I'm still hopeful.
And I left a flower in my nail salon that I do. I put a flower in the bathroom with my QR code and my name and my website, but I haven't seen any orders from it either. But you don't know until
Like,
you
yeah,
try.
you never know, like literally, and if you can afford it, or if like even if you carry buddy clips, this is what I do. So I always put a new buddy clip on when I travel, and then everybody, you gotta seen the the foreign guys smelling this. You weren't in the shop with us when we got split up and we were in that shirt shop looking for Quentin's that guy got us and took
Yeah.
Jason in there. And so this guy comes up behind me and I feel my backpack like being tugged and he was like, cute, cute. And I'm like, yeah, smell it. And he's like, oh, look, he gave me. I was like, smell it. I was like, smell it. And he's like, oh, like hollering at everybody coming around. But it was so funny when you tell somebody to smell something, he was like, hey, what? But I take one with me and I didn't get to do it this time because along there's not very many kids on a 10-hour flight, thank God. But
Yeah.
I usually take this, and then on my way back, if somebody sees it or says something, and that's how I got a new consultant, was I had Sebastian the crab on my thing, and the couple that I set with was like, oh my God, our little girl loves um Little Mermaid, and I was like, here, have it, you can have it. And she's like, oh no, no, no. Well, I get an email from her next month saying, I'm the girl that you met on the plane, and she's like, so she ended up joining, and so you just never know. So they're about if wear one forever, and if it's starting to fade out and not have a scent anymore, and you want a new one for yourself, then give that one away to
Mhm.
the little kid.
Yep.
I'm a sucker for kids. If they come over, I don't know that I've sold as many buddy clips as I've give away.
And I got this magnet thing for my phone. It also has the pop-up thing, but it's for credit card holders. But I put my business cards in there, so I have a business card at the tip of my fingers, and it's a magnet right to your phone. I got that idea from Sharon.
Have your business cards everywhere. Don't go Scentsy naked. Always have something
Yes.
No.
sticky. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be a shirt. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of shirts or anything, but you can buy some of the little bags, your fanny packs, anything, the little cheap bags that they have in there's some really cute sling bags. That black sling bag is really cute that they have right now. In there
Mhm.
in a little pouch. But have something on it, anything. You can even just make a sticker or whatever.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. That's like my travel tags. I leave them on my backpack. They all have my QR code and my sticker on them. Instead of writing all my information, I just stuck my business card on them, and they're in there. And I take that backpack everywhere. I carry it more than I do my purse because I have everything in there. It's
Yeah,
my
because I got
life.
little kids. I don't carry much anymore. I don't have anybody to carry anything for but myself.
Yeah, it's all for me. I mean, I have my little kid, but that's all my stuff. That's all his stuff. He has his own backpack. My husband's like, it's so bad. It's gotten so bad that I walk out to the car, and if I don't take him, my husband's like, you're not bringing your Scentsy bag? I'm like, not today. He's like, are you all right?
One more time.
Are you sure? So is there anything that you guys have questions about before it's getting about 10 till we don't want to take up your time? Um, has this been helpful? Is there anything that you guys want to talk about next month? We'll be back on schedule. If anybody's going to SFR, we'll see you at SFR
When
before
is
our
it next? When are we doing it next month?
it'll be the third week again. We'll be back on the same schedule, the third Wednesday of every month, right? Are you guys
Yeah.
still using
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Going
Yeah.
back?
I just look through my Facebook and see, oh, there's a meeting tonight. Oh, okay. That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So does that mean it'll be on the 16th?
Sharon's my reminder. She just don't know it.
Let's see.
So that means it's on
I
the
should put it
16th,
up in the
correct?
thing to remind everybody. Let's see.
So
What
we're
was
not meeting. We don't have a meeting Thursday night, right?
No.
Okay.
No. That was tonight.
I'll shut my alarm
July
off
would
Thursday
be
night.
the 23rd.
Okay, so it's the fourth week.
Oh no, sorry, you're right, because I missed the second. So it would be, we can either do it on the 16th or we can do it on the 23rd, whatever you guys feel is comfortable.
The 16th would probably work better for me because I'm gonna be in Raleigh with work.
The last week.
16th
Yep.
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Oops.
We're
I'm
gonna
fine
do
with
this.
going back. I'm fine with going back to the same schedule, and it'll be the old Zoom link because I just put it in to repeat every 4 weeks. So
Okay.
So I got
Yeah,
And
18th,
of
I
course, we'll
think the
20th,
16th
remind you
is
21st.
better.
when the time gets closer, we'll send out our reminders and stuff.
Yeah. So,
um
That's for
Go
Wednesday.
ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick, don't be afraid to go live right now. Don't have to be long, really quick, just whatever you're doing. It doesn't even have to be Scentsy. If it is Scentsy, you can do spraying your bed in the morning, doing something like that, because now Facebook, if you go live in Facebook, it kicks your lives to reels now. So they're going to be seen. So it's going to go to your
Automatically?
stories.
You
It
don't have to.
automatically goes to
Yeah.
your stories now. So make it
Quick
Mhm.
cute,
question.
make it,
In
yeah.
groups too?
You can
I don't
share it
know.
to groups,
You can
probably.
share it to groups, yeah. So I
But
don't
I'm saying I
know.
go live a lot in my groups and not technically on my Facebook
I
page.
don't think it does that with
Oh,
It
I
might
don't
group.
not
know.
do it on groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
I wondered why I was seeing all the SSDs reels. I was like, good Lord, they're making tons of reels all the time. And it was not Scentsy stuff. It was like, get ready with me today. And I'm like, I don't want to get ready with you today, but it's on. And I'm like, then I was like, somebody was like, now your lives go straight to your reels. And I was like, well, that's
yeah.
kind of cool. So now you can do just like a little 5-minute reel of cleaning your microwave or whatever and spraying your bed in the morning. And it's going to go straight to your stories and it's going to be seen because people are watching those quick little videos on your stories more than they are scrolling. Because I
Yep.
mean, how many people go down that wormhole? Me and Tony talk about it all the time. We're like, oh, sorry, we didn't fall asleep. We got stuck in the wormhole of
Stuck in
scrolling
a real hole.
on the real, stuck in a real hole, a real hole.
Interesting, because I did not know that.
Yeah, because we got back from our trip, I went live that one time when we were out on the helicopter pad when we were leaving Turkey. And the next morning I woke up when we got service again and it was in my stories and I was like, did I screw up? And I was like, no. I went back and looked and I was like, no, I posted it in here and it automatically kicked it up there. I don't
Yeah.
know that it,
Mhm.
like, if you go very long, I don't know that it'll do the whole thing. But
No,
if you do 2 or 3
it just does
minutes,
like the beginning of it or something. But yeah, like does like the first minute and a half or something. If
yeah,
they're interested, if they've watched it for a minute and a half, they're gonna go watch the rest of it.
right,
If not,
exactly.
they're gonna have whoop,
Yep.
that's on.
Will it make the whole, no matter how long you go, will it make it into a reel, but only show part of it into your stories?
Yes, because mine was pretty
I don't
long.
know about that.
It doesn't do the whole thing, but it'll do the first so many minutes of your live,
Okay.
and then it cuts off. But it like puts it in your stories. So because my
Yeah.
live was because I've been having more people see that live than normal, and they're still going back and seeing it. And I've had more comments since we've gotten back home on it, and I'm like, that should where did usually they get buried, you know? And I was like, then I went back and looked, and it put it in my story. So.
Hmm.
I might have to start going live once a week or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
because I did not know
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah,
I'll go
I think
live
it's
in my
something new.
stories.
Yeah, I think it's something new that they just kicked in. Maybe one good thing on Facebook that's happened that's going to work for our benefit.
Yeah, maybe.
It's always changing. So has everybody tried the new beta on your
I looked
workstation?
at it. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
do too.
too. I
I
love
I
really
it.
like
like
it.
it.
Yeah, I wish it would stay. Like if you switched it, I
I
wish it was,
know.
but
Yeah,
it
I have
doesn't.
to go
It
back
changes
every
back
time.
every time.
Yeah.
I would say it's going to they're testing it to see how many people like it and then it'll switch permanently, I would say.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Yeah.
Because right now it just says explore the new, sleeker, smarter, more intuitive design.
Mhm. Amy, do you have any questions that or anything you wanted to know or touch base on?
I don't. I'm just listening and getting ideas.
Okay.
Got what, 4 days, 5 days?
Yes, 5 days.
And I need to
You're
be
on
active. I want to
nice.
be active. I don't want
Bye.
to lose my team.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I want to be active this month. I don't want to lose my team.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just trying everything and hopefully something clicks and
Could we give her any ideas, guys? To help get her active real quick?
I'm sure you're
Okay.
doing follow-ups. I was gonna say reaching out to follow-ups. Anybody that's had parties like around January, February, you could reach out to that might be
Okay.
ready for some more, or maybe to do it. I'm finding that my customers aren't wanting the full-blown Facebook party again once they've had a couple. They want to just do the shopping link, and so I'll create the shopping link to give to them, and they are sharing them, so that's good. They may not order
Mm-hmm.
like
I
as quick as they would in a normal party, but at least
Yeah. Where's your
they're
dog?
using the link.
Mhm.
Right.
Look,
And don't
I
be
do have
afraid to
one
post
link
your
on the
out.
couch. Go
goal.
get it.
I can't
Yeah.
hear you. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I do have one link out that somebody said they would share privately.
Hmm.
So
And
hopefully.
yeah, and don't be afraid to share your goal. Post on Facebook what you're working for. Let them be upfront and honest. Hey, I have been struggling. I need to get $250 this month in order to keep, my team and then break it down. How many six packs is that? What?
Okay.
You
And,
know?
and and talk with your team about it too. Like if you haven't met your team goal
Hmm.
yet either, work together to come up with some ideas to do something together. I don't know if your team's local that you can get together and throw some ideas around with each other.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, I think maybe one of them is, maybe two of them.
And give them a challenge. Be like, hey, let's see who can sell the most six packs this week
mhm.
or by Sunday. And you
Yeah.
can post some six pack
I would
bundle
push those
ideas.
destination bags because they are the perfect gift, like to give people, or they're the perfect, like they're not
Price
super
point.
expensive. Yeah, they're a perfect price point, those $25 destination bags.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the bars, the 5 bars?
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yes.
also, I mean, like Casey mentioned, I'm really big on follow-up. So I'll go to my history and I'll go back and go back and go back and I'll just keep following up with the people. Just say, hey, I'm checking in to see if you need to refill your stock, or if you have any questions. Do you know, maybe let them know what's out, what's happening now. So I am really big on follow-up. So the fortune is definitely in the follow-ups. And you can also ask them, for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals. They go a
Yes.
long
I,
way.
I do I do follow up through the Connect. And then
Hmm.
some respond they don't need anything right now or whatever.
Hmm.
But
And
the
yeah, and
others
thank them.
don't
I'm getting lots
respond.
of those. Yeah, I'm getting lots of those too. Well, that they're like, no, thanks, not right now. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
Right.
okay. But you know what? I'm in their mind when they do.
Yeah.
And
And
um,
But
Scentsy
you can,
Connect is amazing.
yes, and Connect does help, but I will tell you, like, I like to go back a year. Do you know what I'm saying? I like to go back. I'll go to my orders and I'll keep going back and back and back and just follow up with people just to see if they need a refill, or how their Scentsy stash is, and let them know if there's something, if they're into cleaning products, let them know about a cleaning product. But I love to do follow-ups because people just put you on the back burner and they totally forget. So keep going back. Don't just do the last few months. Go back further.
yep. I
Scentsy
do that
Connect
in my
don't do that.
messenger because that's how I communicate with most of my people is messenger. And there's days that I'll just go like, I just keep
Yes.
all the way to the
Spin the
Yes.
end, and I'm
wheel.
like, oh my
Yes.
God, it's like as
I
if
haven't
Yes.
I
talked to
had a
you in a while.
party.
Right.
Hmm?
Yep.
Don't be afraid to do that.
Yep.
Don't be afraid. Don't say, oh, shoot, it's been 2 years since I talked to them. I feel stupid. Don't, because
No.
I am big on that. I'll just be like, oh, I haven't talked to you in so long. How have you been? Are you still using Scentsy? You know
No.
what I'm saying? We have
And
a
that's
special on bars. I know you like
yes.
that scent. You just have to keep connecting.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's a good way to get some more PRV, Amy.
Well,
Just
and how
keep
many
doing
people
follow-ups.
have an empty, like people that have used it that have an empty clamshell sitting around and they're like, oh, I need to order it. It's just like my Tastefully Simple. I use her all the time because I run out of my garlic and I leave my empty bottle sitting right there because I'm like, I need to call her and remind myself because if I throw it away, then I forget. So I leave
Hmm.
my empty bottle there. So how many people have the empty clamshell sitting around that we haven't connected with in a long time that are like, oh yeah, I need to redo this or I need to order or whatever. So don't feel like I mean, you may get no's, but it's not going to kill you. The no's
Yeah.
are not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Just but you're back up in your mind. Plus, if you do it through Messenger, then it starts making them see your Facebook post too. Like if you connect through Messenger, because now
Uh,
it's popping up on the top
I
where
didn't know
like
that. I
I
yeah,
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that.
either.
yeah. So that's why I have a lot of people that have started messaging me again because you can go straight to your messenger through the top at the top part here. And so it's all connected. Like every time you go in, Sharon, and you put a little thing on your little bubble up there, I get a notification every day when you change yours.
Oh, okay.
You get
Yep.
notified when somebody changes their bubble?
Yep.
How do
Yep.
you?
Yep.
When I go
What'd
into
she say? Yep.
when I go into my messenger, it's right
Oh,
there. And I'm like,
that is why
I
so
mess.
many people
Are you
they
looking at
do a love.
notifications?
They do a heart on my story thing up
Yep.
there. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm about to start putting stuff in my bubble.
Put stuff in your
Absolutely.
Yep.
bubble.
Put stuff in your bubble.
Rachel, you have any
Are you saying
questions?
notificate? Go to note where it says notifications. You talking about that?
No, it's like up, mine's up in my corner. I don't know.
You're talking on Facebook, right?
You
Yes.
know, in your
So when I go,
messenger.
so in
In
my
Messenger.
messenger, like up here, and then when I
Oh,
actually click it and go into my messenger, it tells me like it brings it up. If I hit it up, it tells me I can either view it in Messenger or I can see all my recent chats in here. And like it pops up in the morning when Sharon changes her little message. And
Every
then
what
it
is
day.
it? Show
notifies
me
me.
your phone. Where does it pop up at?
Yeah.
Mine's like right up here in the top corner. My messenger is. See it? It's got a red mark there because I haven't answered
Uh-huh.
something.
That's how mine is.
And so then when I click on it, it literally shows me. I know you can't see them.
Oh, so
So
mine
see,
don't do that.
so see
Yeah,
where
that's what mine
where
does
I
too.
just messaged Rachel and everybody and was the message. So I can click here and it'll take me right to my messenger. And so
Uh-huh.
I see everybody's there.
Oh,
And then
I
when you
guess I'm
hit
doing that, but I just have.
your, so down here, it's notifying me when Sharon, this is where it notifies me that Sharon's
Mine says chats,
changed their
stories, and
stories. Yep.
menu.
Oh,
Oh, now I get like a little red dot on my stories. That
Yeah, I
means
got
Hmm.
a red dot on my stories.
Right.
yeah, I have
But
that
then
too.
when you get that red dot in your chats where you can't find the chat, like there's no blue dot. If you go in there and you hit the little bars, let's see where it's at.
The menu.
Yeah, like the menu,
Menu.
there's
Go to settings, maybe.
mine don't have settings. Where is it at? Where's that show up at? Just had it in there.
Uh, I need to add
I'm
Facebook
looking.
groups.
Maybe it's in my stories when it comes up. Oh, no, when I hit my notifications. When you hit notifications, see there's Sharon Hunter at the top because she's changed her little bubble.
oh,
There she is.
okay. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Yep.
I didn't
I'll
know
have
that
to play
either.
with this
So
because
when I click on it, see there it shows me her bubble thing and I can react to it.
Oh, yeah, because I get a lot of reaction things,
oh,
but I don't.
I get that bubble on her stories all the time, but I never
Hmm.
touched it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I gotcha.
So you do something with that bubble and then it will go to your notifications. Is that what it does?
When she adds, yeah, when you add it, it pops up above your, see, like when they're up here, see there's, if anybody adds to their bubbles, you can add stories, you can add a message.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it
okay.
brings you to the top of their messenger.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Amy's at the top of mine.
And it also lets you know
Huh?
who's on. That's how me and Tony know who's up in the morning. Because like if you're
Oh,
active and you're on there, you'll get a green light.
okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
that's why
Uh-huh.
people be.
that's when Tiffany knows to message me in the morning at SFR or if I'm sleeping in. She waits, and as soon as I open my phone and I like look over at it, it goes because Tony's like waiting right
Ding.
next to me.
I'm like, good morning.
She's like, "It's time to wake." And I'm like, "Leave me alone, Tony."
Are you finally
Interesting.
awake? It's like, are you finally up?
Yep.
All
So
right, guys. So it's 9:05. I'm going to be jumping off here.
she's gonna turn into a pumpkin.
Yes, but thank
Yeah,
you
she does. She
everyone for
turns into a
coming
pumpkin.
tonight.
Hey,
I hope
Yes, this
Shannon,
was
it was helpful.
awesome. Thank you.
I need to get up with you.
Who's
All
that?
right, Rachel,
You
I
have
wanted to
my
make sure you didn't have any questions. and your new girl that is Rachel is Melinda's rock star. She is recruiting. She is all into it. She just recruited a new rock star too. So
Way to go.
yeah, she is killing it.
Awesome.
She's killing it.
Look, wait, let me blow my horn.
There, blow your horn.
Way to go, guys. That's awesome.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, y'all have a great night.
Good night, y'all.
Oh,
All
I
right.
don't want you.
I will stop
Bye.
recording then.